Hey, Purdue looks like they've got a little bit more fight this year.
Oh, yeah.
Rippy.
I'm hoping.
Yep.
I'm hoping.
They
What about the Colts?
they're not out.
I think they got a lot of luck.
Yeah.
But they've got, I don't know how good they are. They're lucky.
It takes a little.
Yeah.
It takes a little.
Well, I'm gonna venture up to South Bend on Saturday
Are you?
and just see how good we really are.
Are you going up there, Jim?
Yeah,
Donnie Bob
We
told
might
me
go
one
up,
time, he goes, I'd rather be lucky than good.
Any day. I hear you. I hear you.
you got sound or can you tell? Testing.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Let's go ahead and call the September 15th, 2025 Tipton Utility Service Board meeting to order. The first item on the agenda are the minutes from the previous meeting.
I move they be approved as submitted.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as submitted. Any questions or discussions? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We'll move to the claims.
Make a motion to pay claims 26,950 through 26,992 for $1,333,192.68.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve claims as submitted. Any questions on that? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. We're up to you.
All
Sure.
right. We sent out the charge-off report, delinquent list, and the trending spreadsheet on Friday. Charge-offs pretty light. We had a couple of deceased accounts and one person that skipped town on us. So I would look for an approval of that. And then after that, we can chat a little bit further about some comments Pete made and a little path forward we have there. So any questions on the charge-off?
I move they be approved as submitted.
Second.
Okay, we have got a motion and a second to approve the charge-offs as submitted. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Now we're down to the previously mentioned delinquents.
Yeah, so as board member Strand pointed out some emails earlier today, we do still have a dozen to 15 pretty significant over $2,000, $3,000 delinquent accounts, and they're not making positive movement. Some are just staying stagnant, some are getting worse. So between Pete and myself and Emily, what we decided was we would put the ones over $2,000 on written notice with a pay agreement, if you will, pay back to see if that has any effect. Our history with that is hit and miss. I mean, I think success would be if we got half of them to really make strides. And my guess is probably the other half are at some point going to end up on a charge-off. I know one for sure is already out of town, so we'll write that one off before the end of the year. But certainly not due to lack of focus, and I appreciate all the support we've had here in the last year, especially. We made a really big dent in it, but there's room to improve. So we're going to give that a shot. Is that accurate, Pete, what we talked about?
Yeah, I think it's just concerning that we've, some just continue to maintain. Some have made really good progress, and I
Yeah.
think that's what we want to see, or that's what we desire. So they need to make some effort to get ahead on what they owe. So.
I think tracking those separately will help kind of the analysis for the rest of us as well, and we can track the ongoing progress of those. So good suggestions. Thank you, Pete.
I'd like to maybe check some other counties and see if they have some procedures that are more structured than
Okay.
ours. It's structured, it's not the right word probably, but it just requires a lot of
Right.
follow-up
Oh, yeah.
for you guys. And so maybe we can see if somebody else has something that we can look at
I've had, that's a great point. And I've had a lot of success reaching out to my friends in Frankfurt
Yeah.
in the past on
Yeah.
a variety of issues, and I bet they would provide some
Yeah.
guidance.
Start with them. I mean, INPA surely can help us. They got everybody, so.
I think it would be interesting to if they would share some kind of totals
Mhm.
with us relative to their billing amounts as well, just to kind of give us some kind of percentage reference point to go on in the future too. So,
Understand if our performance is one of the worst. that
Correct.
needs improved, or one of
Correct.
the best that still needs improved, but
Yeah.
kind of where we fall.
we don't have much to benchmark on.
I'd say we're probably doing pretty good.
I would
It's just-
say.
I think it's almost two separate issues. It's kind of benchmarking, but it's also how do we, people that have $3,000 owed or whatever the number
That's what I'm
that they're
thinking we-
making progress to. So Emily and Jim have something that, it's not fun. We know everybody in town. I mean,
I
that's part
think
of
we
it.
should think of what their process is.
Yeah.
For those,
Yep.
like you suggested in your email about
Yep.
those. See if they already have one ready.
I'll check it out. I appreciate the comment, so. thank you.
Terrific.
I just say if you want help or whatever, Jim, we can convene as a subcommittee and
Gotcha.
assist on that. if
Yep.
that makes sense.
Thank you. Other thing I pointed out that I do need a vote on, so the State Board of Accounts is wrapping up their mostly city audit and a little bit of utility audit. And that's where we discussed in the last utility board meeting about the Q3 and Q4 overcharge a year ago. And how we were going to rectify that was to implement the same as an undercharge at this same period of time. And the state board was fine with that, and they continue to be fine with that. Their only comment was, that looks good in the meeting minutes and it's documented, but we really like to just see a board vote on that and make it even more official. So I'm asked that the action plan that we presented that this quarter and the fourth quarter of this year would be the reverse of the overcharge to even that out. And the net of the net is, I think, especially the residential customers will come out a hair ahead. They were on average at $2.50 overcharge per month a year ago, and they'll get that back in a little bit more this year. So if you don't mind, we'd like to document that with a full board vote. So
Make a motion to adopt that plan.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Second.
Okay. Got a motion and a second to adopt the overcharge plan identified by the State Board of Accounts. Any other questions, comments from the board on that? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
super, thank you. Just a few other items we'll wrap up tonight. We do have safety training coming up next week on the 24th. Live line tool care. A lot goes into our electrical tools and gear that has to be tested and sent off for third-party testing, especially if you get a hole in your gloves and
A pinhole.
a pinhole. They put pressure air tests on, and if it doesn't pass, it gets thrown in the trash can. Otherwise, it gets sent back to us and can be used. So the safety training will be over things like that. Probably a lot more electrical specific than normal. No new news on the water plant filter bottom repair work out west. We'll probably push that all into 2026. But again, that's a $150,000 issue, and honestly, I'm tired of spending money for right now. So we have time to address it next year. Got a input board meeting coming up on the 26th that I plan to attend. And then tomorrow we have ribbon cutting. People will be congregating about 1:30 tomorrow. The official ceremonies will start at 2. Indiana Economic Development folks will be there. The grant administrator out of the North Central Region will be there. I'll have a few kind words to offer, as will Tracy Powell from the county perspective and Mayor Keegan from the city. And Mr. Rippey, you're certainly invited as represent city council if you so desire, have time. I understand. Yep. No. And then, but we're gonna do it
Come on.
out by the water tower, the new water tower out on 560. So if you're able to, great. If not, we'll get you some pictures, and 30-minute probably maximum on the ceremony. And Westler Engineering is going to help us with the setup, and got some food, some finger food ordered and trinkets and drinks. And so it'd be similar to the solar cutting.
Very good.
But both projects are substantially complete. We're operating the lift stations and the water tower as we speak. So
Again, congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Been a long 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, $7 million later, here we
Big
are.
deal.
And then East Street, the work continues over there on East Street. It's part of the community crossing grants. The city is doing the majority of that project, but we're kicking in with some water and storm sewer work that hopefully again will help us with IDEM and CSO. What have you guys done lately? We can at least point to some investments we've made there. Still working, our attorney's working on a review and comment on the county's interlocal agreement draft they sent us. Our attorney indicated probably late this month, early October, he would present something back on behalf of the utility and the city. And we'll go from there. And next board meeting, Monday, October 6th. So we got three week spread before the next one. That's all I got, Chairman.
Very good. Little short this meeting, huh? Any other-
It depends.
Any other any other comments or questions, concerns from the board? Councilman Rippey?
Oh, is that because there's 5 Mondays, this month?
Yep.
Yes,
Now,
the first one was early in the first, second of the month, and then it pushed out the next ones. Yes.
Sounds good.
Bob?
I do, since you invited me.
Yes, sir.
Bob Edinger, when you were talking about the delinquent accounts and comparing it, is there any way to compare like to the state or a nationwide, like on a percentage basis as to where you may be?
I can check into that. We'll do an internet search and see if that produces anything, but I don't know the answer to that tonight, but I'll check into it.
Anything new at Doctors Park and their situation out there? Because I know the commissioners are having an executive session and special meeting on Wednesday about deciding or possible action, what they're gonna do, and I don't know what that is. Just
So
said environmental issues.
I'm not tied into that. I'm not attended any meetings. I've had a few questions about what the possibilities are to get their septic sewer to our facilities. It's being held or being taken care of by the county in some way, shape, or form. I don't know where they're at on that.
Okay. Because I don't know if it's referring to the septic or what else may be coming out
Yeah,
of
as,
that.
as I understand, all 3 buildings out there have their own septic system, and the one with the daycare has been challenged with too much material, and that's all I know. And they're looking for a way to get rid of that. So
That's all I got. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Anything else?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
See y'all.
Pose same sign.
see you, Rick.
We are adjourned. He's out.
You're all invited to the softball game.
Yeah. Same way with middle school volleyball. So,